Welcome to this video in which I will show you how to create this 3D carousel in DaVinci Resolve. Now for this I have selected these reels for this video, but of course you can use any footage that you have. But mostly this is going to work if you have your own reels. So make sure to go ahead and select any reels that you want. So for this one I have 4 different reels. So you can increase the number if you want, you can decrease it, but 4 will look good. So go ahead and import your footages in DaVinci Resolve and let's get right into it. So let's go ahead and create a new timeline. And I'm just going to go with the default settings. But of course, you can also create a vertical resolution and use this for a reel. You can even use these reels within a reel. Make sure to go ahead and select your footages, import your footages, and you can just drag them on the timeline like this. But make sure that the length and also the size, the width and the height of these are same. Now, once you select them, press Alt on the keyboard and just drag them so you will get this copy. Now select all of these again and then right click and click on New Fusion Clip. Now the reason why I duplicated this is so that if we make a mistake, we can of course undo it by going back to the footages that we have. But of course you can even do it on these footages if you want, but I'm just showing you a safer way. So now let's go over to the Fusion composition. Right click, open in Fusion page. And from here you will see that all of these footages are attached with the merge nodes. But we don't need the merge nodes right now, so let's just delete them. And also we don't need this background anymore. What we do need is to add image plane 3D with each of these media in. So with all of them, just go ahead and add this image plane 3D. And now let's select this image plane 3D with media in 1 and select merge 3D. Now you can connect all the other image plane 3D nodes with this merge 3D. Now let's select the merge 3D, press Control space and search for transform 3D. Now once again, Control space and search for render 3D. And now you can connect the renderer 3D with the media out. So here you will see this is how it looks at the moment. And now let's select the merge and you can press 1 on the keyboard and you will get this 3D looking panel on this side of the screen. So we will use this in order to change the positioning of each of these clips, and we will add it in a way that it looks like a circle. So they're going to be in a circular form. So right now I'm just going to position them using the X and Y over here in the translation, and I'm also going to use the Y in the rotation in order to rotate them. So you just need to make sure that they are in a circular form. Now of course if you're using more than 4 footages, you will need to adjust them based on how they look good. So right now I'm just quickly going to do this, but this will depend on the footages that you have. This will of course depend on you. So it doesn't need to be very accurate. All you need to do is just make sure they are in a circle. Now one thing that I would recommend you to do is go over to your playback and over here go over to timeline playback resolution and hit quarter. Now the reason why we are doing this is so that if in case you're working with 3D nodes, DaVinci Resolve probably gets crashed. So in order to avoid that, make sure to go ahead and set this to quarter if you experience DaVinci Resolve crashing. So now let's go over to, again, I'm going to just enable this merge 3D. And now I'm just going to quickly do the positioning. So once you're done setting this up, once you've positioned all your clips, what you need to do is click on the transform 3D node, and from here we're going to set the pivot. Before we do anything else, we need to go over to the pivot and set the X and the Z. So over here, Y axis won't really matter. You just need to use the X and the Y. And from here, you can right click and view it from the left side so that you can position this in a more better way. Make sure that this is at the center of that circle that we created of that clip, of these reels. So this pivot needs to be at the center, and now you can use the Y rotation to see how it rotates. Right now it doesn't look very good, so I'm just going to manually adjust this more. And of course this will take manual adjusting. You need to adjust this so that this looks like a good Y rotation once you're doing it. It needs to feel like it's moving within a center, it's spinning around a center. That's what you need to do. So I'm just going to disable this one so that I can position this pivot in a much more better way. so that it's more visible to look at. So if you face the problem like this, that you don't get to see where the pivot is, you can hide a reel or a footage and then adjust the pivot, and then you can enable it later on. So here it looks good. Now we can enable this again, and here you can see this now looks like a good rotation. So now let's go ahead and add some animations. So for this, I'm going to go over to 0. I'm going to create a keyframe over here at translation at Y, and then let's go over to 0 and then move this down. And now let's also go over to 0 and add a keyframe for the rotation at Y. And now let's go all the way to the end, and from here we're just going to change the Y to 360. So here you can see this is how it looks. It moves, comes up, and then it rotates. So you can go over to spline, and now let's select Y offset, and from here let's select these keyframes, hit S on the keyboard, and now let's adjust this a little bit. So this is the kind of animation that you will get. Now let's go over to the Y rotation, and from here select these and hit S on the keyboard once again. So now if you play this, here you can see this is how it looks. So now we can go back to the main timeline, and from here you can just move this up and add in any background that you want beneath this rotation, this 3D rotation that we just created, or you can say the 3D carousel rotation that we just created. Now let's just go over to generators and add in a solid color, and from here let's just go ahead and change the color to white. So here you can see this is how it looks with the white background, and of course you can change this to any other color that you want. Let's go ahead and change this to maybe, let's say, red. See how this looks, and here you can see it even looks good with the red background as well. So this was it for this video. I hope you found this video useful, and I will see you in the next one.